After a long time, Frank still didn't wait for his son to come home, so he left quietly. When Frank passed by a gallery, he saw a painting in the exhibition hall and saw his son's name under the work. Frank felt a little relieved when he saw the paintings in the exhibition hall. He thought his son might have gone out to play and didn't come home. So Frank found a 24-hour restaurant. He watched the news about the typhoon landing and chatted with the person next to him, but the other person talked about his family affairs.
I have 3 children, 6 grandchildren. They're busy. They're too busy to talk to me. I can make an appointment. They don't need anybody.
Frank didn't know how the other person changed from the typhoon to the children's problem, but the sudden resonance made Frank indescribable. He looked at the old man sitting in the corner and Frank felt sad. The next morning, Frank came to his son's door again, but this time a kind neighbor helped him open the door. Frank came to the door with heavy luggage and knocked. After waiting for a long time, no one opened the door. He didn't know where his son went, so Frank left his first letter and stuffed it into the crack of the door. Frank went to the next destination with regret. After a few days of running around, Frank finally arrived at his eldest daughter's door. Frank rang the doorbell, and this time his hope was not in vain. It was his daughter's son who opened the door. The boy's face was full of shock. He didn't know that Frank will come to his house at this time. The boy suddenly taught Frank a skill that all young people know. He unzipped and pulled out the luggage rod.
Oh, it's got a handle.
Well, of course it's got a handle. It's,
I didn't know that.
it's got wheels.
Such a simple thing for young people, but it seems so difficult when faced by the elderly. Because Frank has carried this heavy box across half of the country, the changes of the times have inevitably made them abandoned. When Frank walked out of the door and saw his eldest daughter making a phone call, Frank finally felt a little relieved. When the daughter saw her father, she was not as surprised as Frank imagined. Instead, she was a little sad. When Frank asked where his son-in-law was, his daughter hesitated and was unwilling to answer. Wait until the evening. The son-in-law hurried home. Although he bought some gifts, his face did not show any joy, but a kind of heaviness that was difficult to conceal. Frank saw some details. He confirmed his guess. There was indeed some kind of contradiction in his daughter's family, because when his daughter asked his son to bring hot sauce to her husband, his son directly chose to refuse.
Sure? Stop asking him. He's not stupid. When he says no, he means no.
Frank took the opportunity to express his desire to stay for a few more days, but his daughter used various reasons to shirk that she had no time to take care of him.